Want to boost your credit score? Learn the key factors that could make or break it. Only on WealthWise Hub.
Okay, so we are diving headfirst into the world of credit scores today. You've clearly been doing your homework. Look at this Experian, NerdWallet, even AARP.
Someone's been busy. Looks like you're ready to unravel the mystery behind those three little digits. And you know what? I think you're going to be surprised at how much power you actually have.
Absolutely. We're going to give you all the tools you need to become your own credit score hero.
Wow,
No more credit score anxiety after this deep dive.
that's right. We're going to break down how those scores work, what really moves the needle, and most importantly, how you can take control.
So let's start with the basics. You've got all these sources, and they all agree 5 main factors determine your credit score, right?
You got it. Think of these factors like the starting lineup of your credit score team.
Love that analogy. All right, so who's the MVP? Who's the star player on this credit score team?
Well, if you want to score big on your credit report, payment history is your MVP. It makes up a whopping 35% of your score, so bringing it every single month with those on-time payments, that's key.
It's like clockwork. Consistency is key. Lenders love to see that you're reliable.
It's all about trust. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior, or at least that's how lenders see it. One late payment can really ding your score.
Speaking of dings, NerdWallet goes into credit utilization, and I have to say, this is the one that used to trip me up. I always thought, as long as I pay my balance in full every month, I'm golden.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I used to think the same thing. Turns out, it's not just about paying it off, it's about how much of your available credit you're using.
We're right. It's all about finding that sweet spot.
Exactly. Think of your credit card like a water tank. You don't want it overflowing, but you also don't want it bone dry. Keeping your credit utilization, that's the amount of credit you're using compared to your total credit limit, ideally below 30%, can work wonders for your score.
So a little breathing room goes a long way. Now, I had a question about those old credit cards, the ones you've had since college. Specifically, this one listener is wondering about an old card with an annual fee that they never use anymore. Is it better to hold on to it for the credit history or just close it out?
That's a really smart question. And the answer, well, it depends. If the card have an annual fee, it might be worth closing it to avoid those yearly charges. But here's the thing, if it's a no-fee card, keeping it open could actually help your score in the long run.
So,
Well, the longer you've had a credit card, the better it is for your credit history. And remember, credit history length makes up 15% of your score. So an old, inactive, no-fee card can actually give your score a little boost by bumping up the average age of your credit.
so it's like a vintage bottle of wine. Sometimes the older the better.
Oh,
Now let's move on to credit mix. This one seems pretty straightforward. You want a mix of different types of credit, right? Like credit cards, maybe a car loan or mortgage.
you got it. Lenders like to see that you can handle different types of credit responsibly. A diverse credit portfolio can actually make you look less risky. This part makes up 10% of your score.
It's like a diversified investment portfolio, but for your credit. It shows you can handle different financial situations. Okay, last but not least, we have to talk about credit inquiries. What exactly are they and why do they matter?
All right, so every time you apply for new credit, whether it's a credit card, a mortgage, or even a personal loan, the lender is going to check your credit report. That's a credit inquiry.
And all those inquiries can really add up, especially if you're shopping around for the best rates.
Exactly. But here's the good news, there are two types of inquiries: soft inquiries and hard inquiries. Soft inquiries are like when you check your own credit score or a potential employer runs a background check. They don't affect your score at all.
Okay, so those are the good kind of inquiries.
Precisely. Hard inquiries are the ones that have a small temporary impact on your credit score. Think of it like a little blip on the radar. It's not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but it's something to be mindful of.
Especially if you're planning a big purchase, like buying a house.
Absolutely. If you know you're going to be applying for several loans or credit cards, it's best to do it within a concentrated time frame. This way, multiple inquiries within a short period are generally treated as a single inquiry, minimizing the impact on your score.
Like speed dating for loans, got to get it all done in one go.
You got it.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today. Who knew there was so much to know about credit scores?
It's more than just a number, that's for sure. It's about understanding the factors that go into it and making informed financial decisions.
It's about taking control of your financial future.
Exactly. So, knowing what you now know, what's one step you can take today to boost your credit confidence?
I love that question. It's all about taking that first step. All right, everyone, that's all the time we have for today, but keep those credit questions coming because you know what they say. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. Until next time.